Hi, this is James Varney with NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune, and today we're going to be talking about public pensions with my good friend James Parker from WRNO. And you might have noticed they're running out of money left and right.
You don't say.
Yeah.
You don't say.
And Times-Picayune had a front page story this week that said the city of New Orleans is looking at different ways that they can sort of save money or make the thing solvent for a longer period of time. And what I'm curious about is, and I guess what I don't really understand is why these things are etched in stone. I guess the courts have looked at them as a contract. But it seems to me if you can't afford it, you can't afford it.
Yeah, but that's the problem when you have it in the public sphere. If a company gets too lucrative with their pensions, they go under, they get
right. And the pensions are one of the first things they cut.
Yes, they're forced to cut back. But if it's just taxpayer money, that's just seen as an endless well you can constantly go to.
It is. It is a magical fountain of money.
And it's just politically unpopular to oppose it. If anyone says, well, I think we should trim back the firefighters or policeman's pension or even the public workers' pension, that's not a politically popular move. So.
No, and I understand that it's not a popular move, period, because nobody wants to do that. In other words, my point of view isn't that like, hey, let's screw the firefighters or let's take money from the teachers. I'd love to give them a very generous pension. It's just a matter of money at the end of the day. And if you spend all this money paying retirees their health care and their pensions, then you don't have money to fix the streets.
Well, we're starting to
pay the cops.
We're starting to see where this all ends up because Detroit is going through their bankruptcy. Right now in the courts, Detroit's pensioners, they're getting a big fat haircut. They're getting, I think it's like 30% lopped right off the top. That's just a start, and it's gonna have to be more than that in the future.
And that's groundbreaking because some of the California cities that went bankrupt, they tried not to do that. They tried to make that sacrosanct, the pension money.
Yeah, and that's what makes these other cities worth watching. Watching the Detroit bankruptcy could be a glimpse of our future, but also a lesson what we can do to avoid becoming Detroit.
Yeah, one thing they can't avoid is they can't do that quantitative easing here. As you pointed out, the city of New Orleans can't print money. So they're going to have to find another way.